What is today? 16th. It's Father's Day. What month is this? July? June? June. I get married next month. July 16th. Shut the old visor down. So I haven't had one of these in a minute. I want to talk about ownership and what you need to be aware of when you buy a Can-Am Spyder. Now, before I start this is not a rant. I'm going to use my experiences. I've owned 4 different Can-Am Spyders, from the V-Twins to the 1330s. I've had good Spyders and I've had bad Spyders, so I think I can talk about this. I can be open and it not be a rant. Even though it's going to flow like a rant, it's not. I just want you to be aware, if you're looking for a Can-Am Spyder, number one, I think these 1330 Spyders are extremely reliable. I have owned 2 of them. One has 81,000 miles that I just sold, and then this one. We'll talk about the 3 most important things to be aware of. So right now I'm in I don't even know what you would call this area, just outside of San Antonio. The Natural Bridge Caverns are off to my left, and there's a wildlife ranch. It's all pretty cool. Took my daughter here, but that's a different story. I discovered this road, and I was like, oh, this looks like it could be a fun road, so we're checking it out. Yes, there's traffic. There's always traffic when you live in a busy place like San Antonio. So, Can-Am Spyders. And you can take these 1 through 3 in any order. Number one, I want to talk about the dealer and shop. I think that is crucial. Just because you're going to get a good deal, oh, I can pay, you know, a couple $100 less at this shop than this other shop. You need to do your research. Even though I think these things are very reliable, you're going to have an issue at some point in time, more than likely. You're going to have to take it to the dealer. And just because you had a good experience on the sales side, or you think you got a great deal, you need to look at the service side of all of these shops. I have been removed from 3 because they just would not work on the Spyder properly, and I called them out on it and was asked never to come back. Now, I think that's an extreme shop, but we have to deal with shops like that in this area. Or not in this area, but those shops are out there. So you need to be very aware that when you buy a Can-Am Spyder, not only do you want to research the dealer and how much you're getting the Spyder for, but you need to research the service side of things. Unless you're going to repair it yourself, then it doesn't matter. Go find the dealer that you like, and then if you have any warranty issues, good luck. Like I said, I've had good dealers and bad dealers, and I mean, I called our local one here looking for a laser alignment, and you know, first they said you need to take it to a performance shop. I think they thought I was talking about a slingshot, not a Spyder. And then they were like, oh yeah, we use string to do alignments on those, and I'm like, fine, whatever, how much? And he came back, he's like, nope, we do a laser alignment on those. Is your camber out? It's like, dude, just how much is an alignment? I mean, I was getting upset. So he told me $500 for a laser alignment on my Can-Am Spyder, which is about $300 more than it should be. So you have to be aware how much things cost, how good that dealership is. It's crucial. I've never been on this road. I don't know where I'm going. All I know is I need to stay on 1309. It is 95 degrees, and it is 11:30 in the morning, I guess you would say. Still, it's 95 degrees. Now, I think the humidity is pretty low, so this does not feel like a 95 degree in Ohio. 95 degree in Ohio, the humidity would be through the roof, and you would not be outside. So, I'm doing okay. Hey, quack, quack, ducks. That quack, quack thing with the Jeeps, it's quite hilarious. You know, if someone likes your Jeep, they put a little quack quack duck on it. This thing's running good. All right, so we got the dealer experience done. That's crucial, people. Do your research. Next, what do you need to know? If you're buying a used Can-Am Spyder, I would be very hesitant buying a V-twin Can-Am Spyder. Now, my V-twin Can-Am Spyders, they did great. My RS 2012, power commander on it, pipe on it, never had an engine issue. It went into limp home mode twice for the dynamic power steering, the electric power steering assist, but I don't know, it would go into it and then it would come right back out of it, and it never was corrected, never fixed. The dealer never really did anything with it. You know, I had a cracked header pipe on 2012. The 2014 with the V-twin, I had an oil leak, and that's it. I think those are just minor little things. And I hear those V-twins leak oil, seep oil. It's just the nature of that, and I didn't know that at the time. But why I would not get a V-twin is these 1330s are so much more reliable. They really did their homework on driving down maintenance costs on these 1330s. So on the V-twins, you still have to adjust your valves, or at least check the adjustment on the intake and exhaust valves internally. If they do need adjustments, they're the shim kind, so they got buckets that you would have to remove. Timing chain on them, I mean, remove the rocker assembly on it, and change out shim, so it's not like the old school where you have an adjuster nut on top of a rocker arm that you can adjust. Also, you had to change the oil on those things, I think every 5,000 miles. You had to check the oil every 500 miles because they consumed oil. That's just how they were, the nature of that motor. I loved my V-twins, especially that 2012. Man, that thing just revved. It loved hitting 10K. Anything over 5K and up, that thing came to life. But they're getting long in the tooth, and dealers might not work on them, nor might they be able to find parts. So that's the only reason I would steer you away from the V-twin Can-Am Spyders. These 1330s, you don't have any type of valve train adjustment. It's a hydraulic lifter, just like what's in your car. Oil changes go to 93,000 miles. You never change your oil. 9,300 miles instead of 5,000 miles. So you can almost go twice as long on an oil change. So, you know, these 1330s are where they're at. And the 1330s have a 6-speed transmission instead of the V-twins. I think the V-twins were a 5-speed, but I could be wrong with that. They might be a 6-speed. It's been a long time since I've been on one. You know, so let's do a little recap. Be extra mindful of that service side. Make sure you understand these people and they understand you. Is that a deer? Oh, deer. It's a deer. I think it's a deer. And then if you're buying a used Spyder, still steer clear. Oh, 309 goes bye-bye. Canyon Lake. Let's go to Canyon Lake. So it's 3009 or 49er. There's a lot of gravel in this intersection. I bet water's come across here from that little creek. You know they got cricks in Texas? Yeah. Everybody thinks it's a creek, but it's not. It's a creek. Southern Ohio, born and raised. It's a creek. And then the last thing I think people need to be aware of is a Can-Am Spyder is a premium vehicle, right? It's like a BMW, higher end Harley. You know, it's not a $5,000 Honda, $6,000 Yami. It's a premium vehicle at a premium price, and maintenance on these things is a premium, so you need to be aware. That when you get a Can-Am Spyder, an oil change is not $5, right? So my little dual sport oil change on that, it has no oil filter. It takes 1 quart of oil, and they don't recommend full synthetic oil until after a certain mileage, and I haven't even reached that yet. So An oil change on that thing's like under 10 bucks. On this Can-Am Spyder, if I do the oil change myself and it's just the oil change, it's not the transmission filter, it's not an air filter, it's just an oil change, and I do it myself, you're looking at like 135, 145 bucks for the kit. And that includes the engine oil filter and the oil, all the O-rings and compression gaskets. If you change your transmission filter, which mine will be coming up to, I think, around 28,000 miles, you're looking at, I think, another $130 on top of that. $130, $140 oil change. And then if you throw an air filter in there, what is that, another $30 to $50 for an air filter for one of these? So doing it yourself, an oil change, maintenance, close to $500, and that's here in the United States. I can only imagine, like, say, in Australia, where it sounds like the cost of a Spyder, the cost of everything is a lot higher. So just keep that in mind. You're not going to do an oil change for $30 on this Spyder. It's just not going to happen. That looks like a nice road, and all the cars are going there. Well, we'll just keep going down this road and see where it takes us. So, there you go. Those are my 3 things that I would be considering buying a Can-Am Spyder. I do recommend these things. I love my Can-Am Spyders. Like I said, that is not a rant. It is fact, right? Can-Am Spyders are premium vehicles at a premium price. Maintenance is a premium. Shops, just like anywhere, you can get a bad dealer, you can get a bad shop. Do your research. And like anything else, as these vehicles improve and get newer and adapt, the reliability, these things are getting better and better. So be careful if you get a V-twin. Not unless you know you can get parts and you can work on them yourselves. So that's it. That's the motor vlog. What am I on? 46, Texas 46. Hopefully you found this very informative. I've owned Spyders since 2012. I've had 4 of them, 2 V-twins, 2 1330s. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Not that I'm an expert, no way, but I've owned these things. I've ridden these things. I've put thousands and thousands. 26,500 on this, 81,000 on the other one. 35 or 45 on one of my V-twins and 30 on the other V-twin. I ride my Spyders. My Spyders are subject to a lot if you follow the channel. So on that, I'll let everybody go. Big old thumbs up if you could. Hit that like button, please. Subscribe. Stay safe, everybody. I'll see you down the road.